Right, we are back with the Ferrari career. It's been a while, but we're here now for the Chinese Grand Prix. We're on 12 points, sitting in 4th position. The Chinese Grand Prix in real life didn't go well for Ferrari, if you're only counting the Grand Prix. For the sprint, Lewis got his first win in red, but in terms of what matters, the Grand Prix, both cars getting disqualified. We're going to not do that today, and we're going to get more points and try and end up at the end of this episode with more points than Ferrari have in real life. I've updated the cars a little bit to try and make it more realistic. So race targets for this one, we're going to have Charles for P6. I'm not expecting a lot, and Lewis P7. Just go for the middle, because I'm really not expecting much, and it's a sprint weekend, so we've got to see what we can do. We have one practice session, and we're going to simulate it and try and get the cars as close to perfect as possible for sprint quali. In the first session, we get P5 and 12. Really not good, but we've got to sort out the setup. Obviously, medium tyres for the first run. I was hoping we make SQ3, to be honest. Put Charles out, then wait a second to let Lewis out.
Radio check.
Both cars now on track then. Let them do their laps and see where we end up.
Currently T1. Save a bit of fuel, please.
Yep.
So Lewis has gone fastest so far by a tenth. Charles must have got held up because he sits 7 tenths behind his teammate. Stroll goes faster than Liam Lawson, which actually is realistic at this point. We're going to have to swap Lawson and Tsunoda for the next round for Suzuka, as in real life Yuki has swapped with Liam for the Red Bull seat. George Russell puts 4 tenths on us. Lando goes P2, Antonelli P4. Charles definitely going to have to go again. Lewis should be safe, so we're going to keep Lewis in the pit. He should be safe. Charles is in a bit of a problem. It's been held up by Alonso, I think that was. He improves to 9th, but I don't think that's going to be good enough. Wilson 13th. He's struggling just like he was in real life in Red Bull. Alright, hopefully we're safe with Charles then. And we are safe. Hulkenberg, Behrman, Bortoleto doing it, and Hadjar are knocked out as Oscar Piastri goes fastest in the McLaren 1-2 for SQ1. Can't do anything on the setup, but 85 and 78, not too bad. We'll just try and improve in the last 2 bits of sprint quali.
Green light.
I'm going to send Lewis out first this time. Swap him around. We should be safe at SQ3, but you never know. McLarens are really fast, so they should be odds on for pole, but Leclerc went purple for a second. He goes 3rd and Lewis 6th, so we are safe. I think Stroll got knocked out at the end. He did. So did Tsunoda, Gasly, Albon and Ocon. Sainz makes it through. But this time Lando Norris is fastest in SQ2. So next up is SQ3, the fight for pole for the sprint. In real life, Lewis Hamilton took that with Max Verstappen on the front row. I don't see that happening this time, but we can find out. Obviously, we can go on soft tyres now, so I've got to set them up for 2 laps. Good timing to have the cooldown. Lewis needs to back off Piastri, but he's not. Mr. Antonelli goes fastest by 3 tenths. Verstappen now goes fastest. Lawson's locked up. Scholl to the line. Hasn't improved. Lewis did improve to 3rd, but what's Lando going to do in the McLaren? He's on his lap now. I'll be very happy with a P3 start. Verstappen, Antonelli front row at the moment, but Lando Norris can definitely stick this one on pole. Piastri only 5th. Charlotte is 6th though, which is a bit of a problem, but it's fine as Lando Norris goes to the line. Only P7, McLaren 5th and 7th. So we'll take up P3 on the grid with Verstappen and Antonelli on the front row. Charlotte in P6. I'll definitely take that. Not too bad. There is an update to stop the glitch of the front wing and rear wings missing. I forgot to add it in this episode, but it will be sorted for the next one, don't worry. But we have the sprint next. We've got a decent start.
We're back and the action is set to get even better today as the drivers go racing in the sprint. Of course, this is the first sprint of the season, adding an extra challenge for the drivers and their teams. But as ever, in Formula One, an extra challenge is an extra opportunity.
The big draw today is the opportunity to grab some extra championship points. After all, they could make the difference when the season comes to a close.
Well, it's not too long now until the sprint around Shanghai. Well, we'll see who comes out on top.
Obviously, we don't have to pit in the sprint, so we just got to find a decent strategy. I think medium's the best we're going to get. We can't change setup until just before quali, so I'll make a slight adjustment on Lewis's car. Charles seemed fine, and I think that will do it for the setup and the strategy. Mediums till the end. Let's see what we can do.
Here we go, the sprint in Shanghai. And it's lights out, and away we go.
So we are underway. Lewis looks like he's got a better start than Antonelli. Can squeeze down the outside. He's going to have to be brave to go around that outside. Antonelli's going to squeeze him a little as Max gets away, which is a bit of a problem. Leclerc on the inside of Alonso. Lewis chucks it down the inside and goes into P2. Good move from Lewis.
Yeah, we saw that.
He's on neutral, so that's fine. We can push him on fuel.
Let's lift off.
Same as Charles. Verstappen already has a 1 second gap.
Copy.
So we try to hold off Antonelli. He's going to go around the outside. What a move from Kimi Antonelli. But unfortunately, that's just letting Max clear us in the distance. Take a look at this again. He sets it up perfectly in turn 7 and then just absolutely sends it on the outside. What a move from Antonelli. Fair play. And now Piastri sent it down the inside of us. No DRS just yet. But Piastri's got it sorted as well.
Focus on consistency.
Might get him back down the straight. Charles dropped to 9th. He's lost a fair few. Looks like Norris might actually get us now.
Increase LICO for more performance.
Charles is really struggling. He's still stuck in 9th, losing time to Liam Lawson. He's not going to get DRS, but Yuki's going to get it on him. Looking like no points for Leclerc in this sprint. Tsunoda does pass Charles. Not the start we wanted from Charles' side of the garage. So now we've got George Russell all over us. We're going to start attacking a bit with Lewis because our tyre wear is not as bad as others. And George also gets round us down the round the outside.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do.
You try everything. Fernando behind you. 1.5.
Time to start pushing, I think. So we've pushed this lap and we've passed George back and we're actually catching Kimi Antonelli here, who looks like he's really sent it on his mediums because he's almost as bad as soft tyre deg. Charles back through on Yuki. But his tyre started to get hot, so we're going to put him back down to standard. Hopefully we've picked up DRS on George here. We have, but George has also got it on... Sorry, Kimi. We've got it on Kimi. I forgot we passed George. Kimi also had it. I still got him wrong. Got it DRS on Lando Norris. The soft runners are 1, 2, 3. Is Piastri catching Verstappen? No. Bortoletto's gone wide. So Verstappen's clearing a distance at the moment. We're trying to catch Antonelli for P4. Charles catching Lawson. Doesn't really look like it. DRS now on Antonelli. Antonelli can't defend because he hasn't got DRS. Let's going to have a look on the driver that replaced him at Mercedes, and we're back through into P4. And tyre deg's looking pretty decent for us. But Kimi's now got DRS back. He's going to get us back around the outside. Good move into turn 1. As Charles still struggles to catch Liam Lawson and make him go aggressive again. I reckon we could put Lewis on aggressive for a little bit as well. See if he can make a dent into the McLarens. So McLaren goes side by side into that corner. And we're through on Antonelli. Easy DRS move, but Kimi's going to get it back, so he should get us back into turn 1. He's thinking about it. Verstappen, that's Hamilton. Hamilton blocks it off. Speaking of Verstappen, the McLarens are catching him. His tight deck is a little bit worse than the McLarens. But now Lewis is catching. Last lap he was faster than Verstappen, but a bit slower than, I say a bit, quite a bit slower than Piastri. Piastri should have DRS on Verstappen. Is he going to have a look? No, he's not. But we might have Kimi going for it on us. We're fine into that corner. 36.7. 37.4. So yeah, we're still not looking that fast. Gonna deploy for that. Semi Charles. Stephen's tyre wear isn't very good at all. We might have broke DRS, but there's a yellow flag for Stroll.
There's a yellow flag now.
Crash on turn 10. Is he joking? He was halfway down the straight.
And while all that was happening...
Okay. George Russell's past his teammate. Still not far. Verstappen got 35.9 that lap.
He has DRS now. Big chance for him.
Something's happened. Hadjar
Possible
and
debris.
I'm getting really slow. What's happened to them? So it's going to turn 1. Just no space given, and they both just slide like they're on ice. No safety car yet, though. Safety car can put us back into this.
And confirm. Lift off.
Still deployed here, I just can't do nothing.
Yeah, careful.
Charles still stuck in P9, but he's catching Lawson. He should have DRS on him this time. We should blitz past the Red Bull down this straight. And that's what we're going to do. So up into P8, into the points for Charles Leclerc. 36.5, 36.0, 36.7. 36.1, so we've gained a lot that lap. And the fastest lap for Fernando Alonso. I think the mediums weren't the right choice for this one. Well, their tyre wear is dropping massively now. We're close to Norris on tyre deg. If they keep battling, there is a chance. A show behind Alonso he is, so he's going for P7. He's really grown into this race.
No DRS. No DRS for him.
And he's going to make the move into P7. Again, much faster from us. 36.3. Piastri takes the lead. 4.4 is the gap to leader. Charles got top and lost a place from Alonso and Lawson, so his race is just
right,
not the one he would have
turn
wanted.
9. That's the location for this one.
Very weird
And
place to
there's
lock
the
up.
lock-up. And hopefully there's not...
Charles just got to refocus for the Grand Prix. We've lost a lot of time this lap. Problem is now George gets back on the DRS, but we're catching Verstappen. Verstappen's tyres are dead. 2.3. We could get him towards the end of this Grand Prix. But this is the problem. George is just going to keep flying past us. We've got to be sensible and use DRS to our advantage, share it a bit.
Yeah, I'm a sitting duck, man.
Yep.
We're in DRS to Verstappen now because we're going to be with in a train with Max, George and ourselves. So podium's still on. We'll deploy this lap. We've deployed and now we're right on the back of George Russell and Verstappen. George is going to go for it on Max. Is he not close enough? We're going to go for the outside of George. There is a gap. Is he going to stick with it? He is now on the inside. Final corner. George hangs it out around the outside. Is there a chance? Piastri's now right with us. The 4 battling for second place.
Can do it.
We're now going to push. I was going to deploy this lap, but we've got one more lap, so I might wait. But now there's a DRS train, which is the problem. Don't push on anything. Just try and find something now. As Lando is on his final lap.
And last lap.
If we can get past George, there's a chance at a podium. Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Ah.
While this is happening, Charles looking good to pass Alonso down the main straight if he can stay behind. Can we do it down the straight? I think it's not going to happen. George is going to have a look at Verstappen though. We might get him. How's the grip on those softs? The outside has been better all race. Lando Norris is going to win a sprint. It's going to be a McLaren 1-2 and George is just going to take the final podium spot.
Taking the
And
back.
Charles has got Alonso, so after the lockup he's still back to where he was.
Was a good
Not the
effort
best
there.
from Charles, but fight back
Could have been
was
much
pretty
higher than
good.
that.
Dropped with
There you go,
Lewis, which
Charles.
is a
Thank
shame.
you so much for everyone. Back at the factory.
Don't know why you're that happy about your job
Pick
positions.
up, please.
Decent sprint. Have to go again in the Grand Prix. Need much more points to stick with this McLaren.
Welcome everyone to qualifying. This should be a good one.
There are 3 periods of qualifying ahead of the drivers now. Remember, only the fastest 10 will make it through to Q3 for a shot at pole position.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
They must be feeling good after their fast lap times in practice. Confidence can do great things for a driver, so I'm excited to see how they handle qualifying.
Let the competition commence.
Alright, qualifying for the Chinese Grand Prix. The actual Grand Prix this time. I'm going to do 2 flying laps for each cars, and that should be it for Q1. That should put us safely through. Put them out a bit later towards the end of the session as well.
You are currently P2. This was a very good lap. Good job.
So safely through P3 and P10. Thankfully it's not Q3 because we expected better from Charles. It hasn't been that great this weekend so far. Piastri fastest. Same again in Q2. New softs, do 2 runs. And hopefully Charles a bit faster because that should put us safely through for a fight for pole position. We just sneaked through an 8th and 9th. It was very close. For Lewis, Charles a bit bigger gap, but we don't want to end up there on the grid, so we really got to do a mega job in the Q3. Good job we saved a set of softs. For a first run, it wasn't too bad for Lewis. 5/10 ahead of Piastri. Everybody must have got held off. Because Verstappen's 1.2 down, Charles 1 second down. And there's no way we've got half a second gap to the McLaren. So we're going to have to see what the final run brings. It's going to be all or nothing in this one. Alright, Charles coming out to the end of his final run. Piastri's gone 3/10 quicker than Lewis. Can Lewis find 3/10 of a second? It's going to be close if he can. Charles on the final corner down the main straight. This will put him P3 at the moment, 6/10 behind. Not bad. Going to have better laps come through behind though. So can Lewis find 3/10 to get his first pole in the Scuderia? It's going to be so close. It's not even going to be... Oh, it is going to be close. 6/1000 of a second Piastri beats us by. Lando and George faster than Charles at the moment. 6,000th we've missed out by. Kimi's been quick this weekend. What can he do? If he can put it between Piastri and Hamilton, that'll make very interesting top three in the gap as well. He goes 6th. So it's all on Verstappen to deny Piastri pole. Alonso goes 5th, drops Charles to 6th. As Verstappen goes fastest by 2/10 of a second. Bumps us down to P3 again. Charles down to P7. That Red Bull isn't the fastest. I haven't made it the fastest. I think it's the 4th fastest. And he's stuck it on pole. Is that the second time that's happened? I forgot who was on pole in Australia. But he got pole for the sprint. He's on pole for the Grand Prix. With 30.2.
The 56 laps of the Shanghai International Circuit await our drivers here in China.
Shanghai has seen its fair share of clashes over the years, one of which happened even before the 2005 race had begun, when Michael Schumacher collided with Christian Albers on the way to the grid, sending Albers into the air.
Shanghai International Circuit is a complicated low-speed track that demands high downforce. The series of rapid turns from 1 to 4 demands high grip, but the more the drivers warm their tyres, the more degradation they'll have to deal with. The excitement is building, there's electricity in the air, but there's no surprise in that. It's race day.
Time for the Grand Prix. We need a big race here. Different strategy. I think that could work. Let's get ready then for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Well then, it's not long until we get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. Our attention shifts to Lewis Hamilton and what he can produce in this race.
Second row of the grid lining up third. That's a really strong chance of good points or even a podium here.
But remember, anything can happen in Formula One. The excitement is building here in Shanghai. And it's lights out, and away we go.
So if we've got a good start then, Lewis seems to have a decent one. He's up into second if he can keep it around the outside. Piastri's going to absolutely send it though, so it's not really possible for Lewis. Charles stuck alongside Albon. Can he squeeze through, make it P8? Albon's on the soft side. As Piastri has a look for Verstappen for the race lead. Charles drops 10th. Gasly's found his way past. Gasly's on soft, so we're doing a different strategy with Leclerc. Lando Norris just easily down the inside of Lewis. Oh, okay then.
Can use energy.
That was quite
Here's
easy.
the replay. Here we are then, reaching turn 13.
We passed
They
George
decide
and
to give it a go.
Lewis just with like that. That was just easy.
Struggling like crazy.
But Charles, you are on the mediums, mate. We're expecting you to drop at the start.
DRS is enabled.
How's Piastri got fastest lap then?
Gallantry P4. We have Norris in front.
If we can just stick here, we're fine. We need to focus on Charles, trying to get him the points.
Fernando is now car behind.
I think Charles one of the only few on mediums. Yeah, it looks like there's only 3 or 4 that are on that medium tyre. If Lewis can stick with that McLaren, it'll be good. It sounds like Piastri just past Verstappen he has. Pull away from Alonso, keeping P4, we'll be happy with that. And it's just all about how far Charles can get up when strategy comes into play. He's already made up one position on Tsunoda, so we could be fighting our way back already, but Tsunoda's now going to go around the outside of easy, isn't it? No, he doesn't. Okay, well, not like the sprint. The outside didn't work. Lewis is stuck well with Norris considering. Verstappen's back through on Piastri. If we can get DRS off Norris, that would be very helpful. Should have it now, 8 tenths across the line. Charles into P9. So Lewis can have a look. We need him to really start making moves. He's got down the inside. He's going to make his way up to 3rd. Stick it in neutral now. Piastri's back through on Verstappen and pulled away by 6 tenths. Lewis very happy about that move.
That was good.
Aaron's back through though.
Max
We're fine with Charles for now, because we know we're going long.
2.5 in front.
I think Lewis is going to get done here by Lando. Should be quite easy with DRS for that McLaren. He's definitely going to look for it, and he's going to get it as well. So Alonso looks for Russell. He's going to get it.
They try everything. Behind Fernando. Alonso 1.5 behind.
I feel like it's going to be a race of back and forth, especially for Lewis. Is he going to look down the inside? He is, and he's going to get it back. Good move. Charles in the DRS of Gasly. Hopefully he can stick in it and make his way up the grid.
Good job. Gallantry P3. Piastri car in front.
If we can just keep getting DRS of Lando every time he passes us, then we could pull away from Alonso and George. Charles going to get DRS off Pierre, so that will put us into P8. We're going to get more points than Ferrari did in real life, so we'll take that. And let's now look around the outside. Is he? No, goes to the inside late. Now pick up DRS off him again and let's go. Charles has got past Gasly, so he's on the move.
Piastri in the race, don't worry. Fernando behind you. 1.9 now.
So if we can keep doing that, I'll be fine with it. As long as we don't let George get close, because then we don't want to drop to P5, do we? Not really gaining on Alonso just yet, so Verstappen really takes the lead of Piastri. Them two fighting could help us a little bit. As Lewis now looks around the outside. Job done. Back into P3. Was Lando going to go really into it? Yeah, he is. He's going to send it, but that's the inside for us at next corner. Should get an okay exit from that. Oh, but look at that McLaren exit. Jesus. Charles going through it on Alonso for P7. Through he goes. Medium's slowly starting to work on lap 9. He is catching George. So there is a chance that before the pit stops, we can get to that P6 position. After dropping to P5 was it 11 at some point? Be very good to get back up to P5 before the pit stop cycle begins. We're right on him now, so this is it. DRS. Lewis has dropped from Lando by 3 seconds. As long as he can stay ahead of Charles, we'll take George, we can take P4. And into P5 goes Leclerc, so 4th and 5th. Can he make a dent into Lewis's lap time? Oh, I'd say that George gets him back into turn 1 with that DRS.
I cannot push more.
So they all pit. Look, Lewis takes over the lead. He did say 21 or something, didn't it? Yeah, we're not going to make him wait that long. Russell's found his way past Charles, is he? He'll come inside, so he should do. Have the softs worn off yet? Because Charles kept it on the mediums. How quick does he catch Lewis? Alright, Ferrari 1-2. It'd be cool if the red flag came out now, but I don't think that's happening. So Lewis pitting this lap, he should have fair bit younger tyres, if that makes any sense at all.
In the box this lap.
So he was a second, just under a second slower that lap. Hopefully he can give Charles DRS, but no, that's not going to happen. Right, so Lewis is in, so he's going to have younger tyres. Still waiting on Charles. He's going to have much younger tyres. Lewis has been passed by George, but that's not too bad, but considering we pitted 3 or 4 laps later. Try and make Charles defend as much as possible on Verstappen. As Lewis is battling Kimi now. Pit window's open for Charles, so we can box him. Defending a lot on Lando, which is good. Lewis has dropped behind Antonelli. Right, so Charles is now in for his pit stop lap 24. Comes out just ahead of Gasly.
Been hit.
Are you okay?
Oh, Lewis has been hit.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Has he got any damage? It's him and Kimi. Tries to go around the outside. There's some contact, but no damage.
I got hit quite badly.
Make through it, Kimi, so it's fine. But we're going to damage. Let's actually let Charles pass him as well. So we're going for P6 here if we can pass. Also, I don't know why Hamilton has the penalty there. Charles makes the move into P6 and he'll currently be P5, but I don't get how Lewis has the penalty for that. Verstappen's pitted again, so now 7.1 behind. I think he pitted again. He must have, because we've gained a lot on him here, so he's pitted again.
Okay.
So he's going to be quick towards the end. George now pits, we will pass him. He'll drop behind Alonso. Been a good race, to be fair. Shame Lewis hasn't had the pace we expected. But George is after us. He's going to get Lewis here, but Lewis has the penalty, so he's going to drop to P7. Piastri's in the pit, but he'll get out in the lead. Well, he's very close to Verstappen. Thought Verstappen might have had him there, but he didn't. Might actually pit Lewis to try and go for fastest lap. We ain't got that much. We're going to do it. We're going to go for it. Just behind Alonso, but that's fine. But because we could just full send him, push on fuel, aggressive on tyres, and deploy ERS. As Russell's passed Charles as we look at that. Alright, see if Lewis can get fastest lap. He's caught up to the 2 cars ahead. He's taken his penalty as well, so this is full position.
0.8. Yeah, no worries. Not 2 hours.
We're not going to get fastest lap, but That's okay. We tried it. Charles does have new softs. 28.3. Pit Charles.
1 second behind with DRS.
Get him to full send. This is going to be really close. We should get out ahead of Lewis. We do. So we're fine for that. But we're going to harvest energy. And then at the end of this outlap, we're going to send it. Don't think it's going to be enough, but you never know. Well, we tried it. Piastri has started his final lap. We've actually gained massively on George Russell, but it's not going to be enough, unfortunately. We should be safe for 5th and 6th. As Piastri comes around the final
Where we are
corner,
with tires for,
he's going to win the
now is
Chinese
okay.
Grand Prix just like real life. Lando's going to get P2. Verstappen P3. They're like 3 favourites for the title at this
How
point.
are we, temperatures?
Gained massively on George towards the end. Oh, Charles ran out of
Take
field
the
towards the
back.
end.
And P5, P5.
Did I forget to
Very good effort.
Did I forget
Yeah,
to set it as
thank you.
limited?
Well, I gave it everything, man. Thank you so much. We continue to push.
And pick up.
We was inches from the line. Look at where we are. Such a Ferrari moment. Still classified P11. Just going to miss out the points. In terms of the drivers, Lewis goes up 1. Charles loses 1. Constructors, only 16 points. It's not been the best of weekends. But better than real life, I suppose. At least we didn't get disqualified. We just messed up Charles coming to the line. That's stupid. I thought I set it up so that he saved fuel, but obviously not. Well, it's the Japanese Grand Prix next. Surely we can't be that bad. See you in the next one.